Hey everyone, magic is in the air. Can you feel it? Well, it is the holiday season, and the new Warner Brothers film Wonka, starring Timothé Chalamet, is out in theaters. And let me tell you, this film is everything it was supposed to be and so much more. There's so much to talk about, but I kind of don't want to tell you about it because I want you to experience it for yourself. That is how good this film is. And it is one of those films that is a true experience the first time you see it. Wonka will be a memory maker that children will remember. And you will revisit this film year after year, I promise you. Wonka is a film of pure imagination, telling the story of young Willy Wonka who is out to make his dream come true, a dream of making and selling chocolate in the Gallery Gourmet, and to experience that special feeling of being with his mother again. Along the way, he runs into some trouble and gets trapped into a workhouse contract where he meets a group of friends who pull together to help make their dreams come true. And only they can beat the evil chocolate cartel at their own game. On the surface, the story is wildly insane. And I think that's actually what makes it work. Given the book by Roald Dahl, the original film starring Gene Wilder, and the later version with Johnny Depp, Wonka had some big shoes to fill. Taking the prequel route to tell the tale of how Wonka's story begins was a brilliant choice. The story is strong, despite some wacky logic, but because everyone buys into the wacky logic of the film with utter sincerity, it actually works. Every actor held their own in the story and absolutely inhabited their characters with such normalcy that it makes the absurdity of the story feel plausible and possible and even real. The absolute star of the show is Wonka himself, played by Timothé Chalamet. He is beautiful and charming in his role, bringing an utter sincerity that makes you believe in the magic of chocolate. With a and a wink, he will sweep you away. He is captivating on the screen, and the strength of this film is that every character rises to the challenge to match Timothy's on-screen presence, which really propels this film into one of the best new films produced in years. Wonka's cohort of friends includes Noodle, played by Calah Lane, who is she's just fun and delightful, matching him dream for dream in this story. It was also fantastic to see Jim Carter from Downton Abbey playing Abacus Crunch. But there really is an endless list of amazing actors in this film, including Rowan Atkinson, Olivia Colman, and Hugh Grant, among many others. One thing that the film does just exceptionally well is to create a set of villains that measures up to expectations. Any one of them alone would not have been able to stand against the marvel that is Willy Wonka. But the layers of villains and the social structure created by the townspeople's love of chocolate creates this cascading puzzle of challenges for Wonka and his friends to overcome. And that enriches the story in such exciting and delightful ways. You will find yourself just laughing out loud and giggling and wanting to sing along with the songs that you know. And that brings me to the soundtrack for the film. There are a couple songs you are likely to recognize, but they hold back on them to the point where when you finally get to them, there's this wonderful feeling of joy, just this utter sense of joy that just might bring a tear to your eye when it happens. And Wonka is a great example of a modern film that successfully taps into the look and the feel and the sound of classic Hollywood musicals that makes this an instant classic that is both current and timeless at the same time. The musical score for the film and the selection of songs it's just a fantastic group of songs that energize the film from start to finish. And it's funny, I cannot remember the last time I left a movie theater and actually put the soundtrack for the film on my Apple radio so that I could listen to it on the way home. And I did that with Wonka. And it was just fun to hear that music again. And I can't remember the last time I drove home listening to the soundtrack of the film that I just watched. So one thing that I haven't covered yet was the cinematography and set design. Whether the sets were physical or CGI, they were dazzling. The costuming was superb. The colors and the textures were fun and vibrant. It was a spectacle to behold. And I have to say, Wonka was just so visually satisfying in every possible way. And forgive the pun, but Wonka was eye candy from start to finish. I think the only flaw in this film is that everyone will be talking about it, and viewer expectations will be through the roof based upon audience and critic reactions to Wonka. So the initial groups of viewers who watch Wonka before the social buzz hits are likely to have a much better experience than those who come later to see the film and to figure out what all the fuss is about. So please go early to see the film and go without any expectations. I know I'm raving about the film right now, but really try to clear that out of your head and just go there to see what the film's all about without any expectations of what I'm saying or what someone else says. And I promise you, you're going to enjoy the film so much more. Now, the only other bit of advice that I have is to see the film in the theater. This is one of those Hollywood films that was made for the big screen. I'm sure it will look great on a TV screen, but Wonka is a visual delight, and you deserve to see it in all of its glory. I cannot recommend this film more highly. You should go see Wonka. Take your family, take your partner or your friends, take your kids, take yourself to the theater and have a good time. You deserve to spoil yourself with this movie. And if you enjoyed this review, please hit subscribe for more videos and be sure to let me know what you thought of the film because I am dying to chat with you about this movie. All right, so be sure to leave a comment below. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching the review, and I will see you again soon. There are a lot more movies coming up. All right, talk to you later.